Hi Cancer, thanks for tuning in to your October love reading. I'm going to pull some energy cards to get us started. See what kind of energy you have coming into the month, as well as the energy of the other person, and get some guidance on the relationship. Alright guys, so you're coming in with the Magician in reverse. This is telling me that you put a lot of energy into making things happen, and it's not panning out the way you think it's supposed to. There's something that's hidden behind the scenes that you haven't discovered, something that needs to be brought to light. It's like you're using your intuition, but it's kind of backfiring. Here we have the Six of Wands in reverse. This is lack of success, lack of recognition, something that they tried very hard for, didn't pan out the way that they thought it would be. They didn't get the success that they thought they should have from completing this goal. Or for lack of completing the goal, I'm getting for some of you. Here we have the Emperor in reverse, and this is loss of control. This is not knowing how to handle the situation. You're not in the Emperor energy where you're very solid and confident. This is where your self-confidence is kind of waning. Your intuition, you think, has failed you. Something is going on that it's not panning out the way you thought it was supposed to, and you put a lot of time and energy and thought into this, and you're trying to figure out what went wrong. Here they're coming in with the Justice, with balance. Something is now changing within the balance of the relationship, and it seems as though they're taking the balance back. They're taking their power back. There also could be speaking their own truth, which may not be a popular opinion. Let's go ahead and get an emotion card here. They could be speaking ill of you right now, telling your secrets, embellishing on your secrets, betraying your trust. And as I say that, the throat chakra comes out, and this talks about speaking your truth. This talks about being able to voice your opinion. There's a lot of miscommunication going on between the two of you, and I don't feel that the communication is coming directly from each other, but I feel that a lot of it is being said to other people, and that's how each of you are getting your information. Okay, you're coming in with victory and success. Now that communication shifts into your favor. You are speaking your truth. You are really being loud about it. You know, he has the horn. He's at the end of the cliff. He's really making himself known. Heartache and loss. So you start shifting by speaking out about what had happened in the past, and you end up having a voice and speaking your voice as to why this relationship didn't work. Intuition. As well as stand your ground. So they feel just as betrayed as you do. And they're trying to balance it all out. They don't understand why it went down the way it went down. And I feel that you are speaking out of anger and hurt as well. And basically the communication has to go back between the two of you to resolve and or clear the air. That you have to speak to each other and not about each other. Because that's where the misconceptions are. So like they're standing their ground. They're like, no, this is what happened. This is why it didn't work. And you're over here saying, no, 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 that's not what happened. You did this, this, that, and the other. And then they have a comeback, and it's going between different people. Light activation. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So when this happens, Spirit is asking you to go within and speak only of the truth. Speak from your highest good. Speak from your heart, from your soul, not so much from your ego. And let that be the shining force. Let that be your protector. Let the honesty and the truth show you through this particular relationship, in this particular conflict. They're coming in with 2. Heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Balance and stand your ground. Divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So they're learning something about this situation, about themselves, how they reacted, what they could have done better. And that's the balance they're trying to restore. You've come a long way in regards to this relationship in healing on a lot of different aspects. And now they're asking you to heal yet again on a different level and raise your standard of what you should and should not do with this person. Love is your energy. Yes, see, you have to speak about this person kindly and not narcissistically or meanly, because you need to protect your reputation. Because no matter what you say or who you say it to, it's going to get twisted by the time it gets back to them and vice versa. So you always have to make sure that anyone that hears you speak their name only hears you speak of them kindly, even though you have a story to tell and you did in the past, fight fire with fire. But now you're becoming more enlightened. Now all of a sudden you're realizing that's not working to your advantage. That's only making more drama around you, and you don't want to deal with that anymore. So this is where you are going to take more control of the situation, because I feel that this is your past energy and this is your present energy. You got over the heartache and the loss. You got over them speaking ill about you. You kind of forgave them in a certain aspect so that it doesn't really bother you. And now you're sending love and positive messages out to them, because you know that that is the only way to get this to kind of dissolve and stop being a thorn in your side, but is by speaking your truth and speaking it out of love and compassion. And this person over here, they're learning from their mistakes. Like I said, there was a lesson to be learned. They're learning about themselves. They're learning about the situation. They're learning about respect, because now you're showing them respect. And now they're starting to see you in a different light. They're starting to see the true you, the new you, the better you from this journey, from this conflict. You've risen above this, and now they're trying to emulate that same energy now. So now, before, when you were fighting and you guys were going back and forth, now it's more of giving of each other in more of a loving, compassionate way, even though you're still at odds. You're coming in with the moon, and this is where you were using your intuition to get to this point. Things become illuminated to you. You learned a lesson as well. You learned that this is the way to handle the situation and not to go into a negative energy, into a lower energy when dealing with this person or when this person is brought to your attention. Fragment. They're in between. They're learning, they're growing, they're figuring this out. You've already figured this out. They're trying to do catch up. They're trying to, because right now they're just awakening to the divine order. Okay, they're just downloading now what it is you already download and learned in the past. It came quicker to you. It came easier to you because you are a higher vibrational energy than they are right now. It's not that they're wrong. It's just they're trying to reach where your energy is. They're like looking at you from a different point of view out of respect now, where they weren't respecting you in the past, because you showed them respect. So now they have to meet you on your level. You raised the bar on this, and now they're playing catch up. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Yes, because you didn't want this energy anymore. It wasn't working for you. It just was holding you down. The confusion, the lack of control, things not working, your intuition being off. And then you realize why that was, because you were hanging on to this negative energy, the heartache with this relationship, the talking back and forth, the betrayal, the trust that no longer is there. And then you're like, you know what? I'm not dealing with that anymore. Love and light to this person. I hope only best things for them, that their wishes and dreams and hopes comes true. And then things change for you. And things start coming and showering you with blessings, new friends, new beginnings, new opportunities, new love. Everything that you wanted is now coming to fruition. And that Magician card goes in the upright because you did the work. You realized and learned from the messages that your angels were trying to tell you, that if you look at this from a place of love and light and love this person to death, literally, you're just like, go ahead, I love you, I will always love you, I hope the best for you, I'll always be a cheerleader for you, no matter what had happened in the past, I will always love you. And send that loving vibe to that person. It starts to make them come out of that negative energy better. They become fragmented. They start listening. They start to become whole. They're coming into their own. Raising the bar actually helps them. It doesn't mean that you have to have them in your everyday life, but it means that you no longer have any resentment towards them. Vast vistas, expand your horizons. This is where they move on. This is like the Fool card, taking on a new journey, taking on a new responsibility, being very free in their life. But now they're free because they're not carrying the baggage of a bad relationship or bad feelings with you. You release them to move on. You release them to do good. You release the whole situation only by you expanding. And having that realization that having that energy is only going to prohibit you from your blessings, it also releases them from this particular energy, and they move on and they become happy and everything becomes balanced. And this is amazing, okay? Because this is a lot of healing and a lot of growing and a lot of awakening to your higher self. Thank you so much, Cancer, for letting me read for you today. I hope the messages help. I would love to have you back. Take care.